Rockstar know how to pull off some great things, and they also know how to disappoint a lot of people. There's so many things that are just wrong with this DLC. There's so many glitches. There's money glitches, which of course they're probably going to get patched very quickly compared to the other glitches. And yeah, last time I did a rant video, people suggested even more things. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. Hopefully you enjoy. Now I kind of stumbled across this thought / suggestion when I was opting for the biggest safe in my new junkyard. Now I didn't opt for the biggest safe because I rarely collect the safes. Now this is more of a suggestion than a complaint, but it's also slightly a complaint. There's so many safes I have to go through now. Like, I have to collect from so many safes. So Rockstar, I do not mind paying for this. If you had a staff that cost 1 million or so, and I don't have to buy a massive junkyard on top as well as the staff, then I'll be happy to pay 1 million if that one staff just went around and collected my safe totals when they got full, so I don't have to. Because a lot of times I've literally sat on GTA when my wall safes have been full and missed out on multiple millions in GTA because I've not had the energy to go and actually claim my wall safe. Now, saying this out loud, I now realize that this is probably something Rockstar will not do. Rockstar will not help you out for the longer you play GTA Online. But please do prove me wrong. You've added the option to cut down costs in LSC and the Moors Mutual, so why don't you add an option of a staff which can go around and collect all my wall safes? And then, actually, the next thing I do is make sure all my wall safes are the biggest wall safe, the biggest optional extra on those businesses that I buy. I would actually purchase all of them and equip them. And it's kind of a win-win. The more longer I play GTA Online, the more I do, the more chance GTA Online will be more active, and I'll get more money. Why not, Rockstar? Now the vinyl garage. Every few DLCs or so, Rockstar always add a garage option. Either that's the ability to buy more apartments, or the option to buy a new 50-car garage, or store certain vehicles in an auto shop. It's not unusual for Rockstar to add these in DLCs, but in this DLC, they added a 100-car garage, which everyone could be excited for, if it only wasn't for GTA Plus members. I think with GTA Plus, Rockstar are actually slowly getting around the shark card method, and they're realizing that this subscription is actually worth more than shark cards. And my opinion on GTA Plus was, you know what, it's okay because they're adding things that are an optional extra, and you can get that with GTA Plus. But now it's getting to the point where they're adding things they would have added previously, but only for GTA Plus, which is really concerning. Now, ironically, as I spoke about in different videos, in this update, Rockstar have had quite a big cooldown when it comes to earning money with their new missions. So there's a little cooldown in the vehicle heist, a little mini heist that you do in the junkyard, which you have to pay for, which I spoke about before as well, which is stupidly expensive. So there's a little cooldown between those 3 missions, and once you've done those 3 for this week, you have to wait till next week to then get the opportunity to get 3 more cars. Now, I'm saying this is ironic because accidentally in this DLC, they've also unpatched an old glitch that people are doing to earn money and skip a cooldown. Like the Ultra Shop Union Depository contract, you can keep repeatedly doing it, 270,000 each time. And it takes around, including all the loading screen times, 15 minutes. So 270,000 in 15 minutes, which is way faster than doing the actual 3 mini car heists. And then you might be thinking, hello, well, I'm doing the 3 mini car heists because they're unique and they've got different objectives, which I think is fair to say. But there's only 5 different mini heists, and then they start repeating. So there was 3 last week, there's 3 this week, and the Comet Safari one and the Clique one are both repeated missions from last week. So I'm guessing next week we're going to get another unique one. Okay, that tow truck. That tow truck I spoke about in previous videos. A huge disappointment. And, you know, if it would have made Rockstar more money, I'm pretty sure they would have thought of alternative ways to be able to hook on cars without glitching the game out. Because that's why they didn't do it. They didn't do it because, first of all, I remember on PS3 when you can glitch the tow truck onto GTA Online, and then when you did tow something and you drove past a certain player, their game would freeze. And then there was another issue on PS4 where somehow you glitched it online, but when you towed multiple vehicles, so if you towed a tow truck that was towing a tow truck that was towing a tow truck, that would also make the game freeze. So in this mission, they've made it so you can only tow one vehicle, which is the objective vehicle. So Rockstar, why don't you just allow us to tow certain vehicles in the game, just normal pedestrian vehicles, anything that glitches the game out, just don't let us tow that vehicle. Just say This vehicle cannot be towed, just the same way as if you take a high-end vehicle and you go into LS Customs and it says this vehicle is too high value to go into LS Customs. Now this is something I'm asking Rockstar to do. Now there's glitches in the game that need to be worked on first before this, but this is one thing I'm asking Rockstar to do. Please Rockstar, make the tow truck so it can tow multiple vehicles. Figure a way out that it won't break the game. A lot of times just looking at these new cars or some of these unreleased cars, and I'm thinking the modification list is so big, I'm so happy. But then you realize that the modifications are just the same modifications but in 3 different colors. In the Cavalcade's case, we've got a plastic front splitter as stock, then we have the primary one, and then we have the secondary one. Then we have 4 different variants of the same splitter, and I think this is just to make the modification list look longer. Plastic lower splitter, primary lower splitter, secondary, and carbon. We have 4 different options for 3 different actual splitters, but then that makes 12. So it makes it look like it's a lot bigger of a modification list. Then we have 3 different variants of this back bumpers as well. I don't know, is this something that you think I'm going over the top with? Or do you think it's Rockstar that are just trying to make it seem like the cars have more modifications, so you think the money you've spent is reasonable? Because I hate to be a negative person, and if I am being here, then please do let me know. I think it's an excuse from Rockstar, to be honest. And quickly, just at the end, the spoilers are literally all the same. But yeah, there's 4 different options for the same spoiler, but different carbon, plastic, secondary, and primary. And don't get me started on the side steps. That are 21 different side steps. This part is just crazy, unfair on the regular player. And it seems like a lot of these things on this list are just unfair to the regular player. The people that do glitches and the people that actually pay for GTA Plus seem to be on top and above everyone else. And I say that because Rockstar are going to add a new feature which tries to counter the dupe glitches that people do. You know, they're taking measures of counting dupe glitches, which is a good thing. Yeah, that is a good thing. But not if they're affecting everyone. And what I mean by this is normally you would not be able to sell a certain amount of cars in a day. You won't be able to sell 3 in 2 hours and then 7 a day. And if you do it above there, it kind of gets into the unsafe category of you not being able to sell cars in the future and getting the punishment of not being able to put custom plates on. But now Rockstar are going to add, it's not out yet, they're going to add a feature where the first car you sell is 100% of the normal sell price, which is what we get now. The second car is 50% of the price. Now I can see myself just accidentally selling a car that's 50% of its value, either by just spamming X when I'm on sell, or not realizing how much this car cost and how much I've spent on it. In other terms, to check, I'd have to get out of LSC and then go on the website, check how much it costs, check how much the modifications are, and it would be baffling if I had HSW on there, and then realize that the sell price is 50% less. And I'm probably not going to realize, and a lot of you are not as well. The regular player is probably not going to realize. If you had an Itali GTO Stinger TT, which is the example Tez Funds 2 uses, it normally has a sell price of 1.4 million. Then if I had a sell price of 700,000, a lot of you are not going to probably calculate that. You're probably just going to think, okay, it's GTA's sell price, and then sell it for half the value that you'd normally get. Now then it gets even worse. If you sell the third vehicle in that 24-hour period, it will be 20% of the sell price. So then that same Itali GTO Stinger TT will be 292,000. Again, from the example that Tez Funds 2 used. And then, of course, it gets even worse. The fourth vehicle, the cheek to add this, the fourth vehicle that you sell will be 5% of its value. Now, at this point, if you've not realized that the LSC sell price is 5% of what it should be and you just press X, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But I think at that point, you'll know. Because that same Itali GTO Stinger TT will be around 70,000. Or maybe you might think in your head that it's 700,000 with the amount of numbers there are and accidentally sell that. That's a shame. That is a shame. I don't want to rant on this subject too long, but it's almost like going into your regular store and everything you normally buy has just shot up in value. Not because of inflation or anything else, because there's store robberies that happened and they need to counter for the robberies. Not the best of examples, but the same concept. They're punishing everyone else for the people that did dupe glitch. And the sad thing is, the people that actually do dupe glitches normally do it on high value cars. And they can just sell 1 a day to counter this little nerf that Rockstar have done. But the regular player isn't going to know about this nerf. but everyone would just have to learn to deal with it. Like everyone does end up dealing with it in the end. Have you guys come across any issues in the new DLC or problems that you think have not been highlighted before? Not many people are speaking about it. Please let me know. Comment in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy. See you guys in the next one.